Welcome back, folks, to more Edna and Harvey, Harvey's New Eyes. Here we are in Mother Superior's shithole of an office with a man-eating plant and a black pussy staring at me blindly. Very interesting.
The cheerful flower seemed to like Lily. At least it bent forward just a touch when Lily came close. Lumpy was hungry, or he was tired, or bored. It was always hard to tell with him.
Lumpy the pussy. That's a strange name to name your pussy Lumpy. What's up with this painting?
Woohoo!
Very interesting.
Lumpy's bowl was nicely decorated. Life as Mother Superior's pet was probably wonderful and fulfilling. Either there was a picture missing here, or there was one too many hooks.
Stop dawdling. Feed the cat. Is that really so hard to understand? Feed the cat. I'm waiting.
Cat food. There you go, Lumpy. Eat shit.
Stop! What on earth are you doing? Bad, Lily. Very, very bad. You should really know that Lumpy doesn't eat regular cat food. But you disappointed me for the last time.
I'm gonna kill this
Here's the
bitch.
recipe for the right cat food. Bring it to Doris, the lunch lady. It contains exact instructions for preparing Lumpy's food. Doris can also find my lunch order for today on there too. Do you understand?
Uh-huh.
And now, get out. I have to prepare for Dr. Marcel's arrival. I'm hoping that his new method of correcting character flaws will save me this kind of trouble in the future.
Lily felt miserable. Maybe Mother Superior was right, and this character correction would make everything better. The thought made Lily shudder. She had heard stories about Dr. Marcel.
Dr. Marcel.
Stories. She should tell Edna.
Familiar name.
Dr. Marcel, you say? This confirms my worst suspicions. The doctor and I still have an old score to settle. I'm sure he's coming because of me. Lily, I can't stay here any longer. I'm going to leave the convent and go into hiding for a while. There's just one catch. That guy Garrett, who's constantly lurking around. I think he's spying on us for Mother Superior. So long as he keeps poking his nose into everything, I can't move freely. Do you think you can find a way to keep him off me for a while?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Lily, you're such a gem. What would I do without you?
Still be fucking crazy, probably.
Lily didn't have any talent. Mother Superior only allowed her to embroider crosses and lines. But Lily could barely manage even those and often received a scolding. Lily didn't know what to do with all these brand new marbles. Up until then, she had always played marbles with severed doll's head. At least they had talked to her while she played.
Bear hammer, recipe, and
Lily would read the recipe.
marbles.
After all, she wasn't supposed to make the food herself, but simply take Doris the recipe.
Shibuya power! Shibuya power! Volcano Pananoka! Shiny rainbow Miyazaki! Shing! Shing!
Holy shit, they've been playing too much fucking Pokemon.
Shibuya power! Shibuya power!
Shit, girl, you're so clueless about trends. Just look at how you dress.
Don't you know that Shibuya and only Shibuya is hot right now? Where's your glitter? Where are your Japanese accessories? Miyorushi sparkle! Miyorushi sparkle! Shing! Shing!
You can shing my ding-a-ling.
Oh, man. You're really out of it, Lily. Why are you gawking at my hairdo? Don't tell me you've got your eye on my original Marushu Naoki hairpin. Can you believe it, Shy?
Don't believe, just know.
The warriors of light see with the power of love. Just who does she think she is? Hiroyoshi Superfrog's arch enemy Soki Nuroshi Mayayoki Hagatsu? Down with the dark forces! Trust in the elf magic of the glitter dust. Exactly. Everyone knows that a real Shibuya girl will only part with her hairpin if it's a real emergency, and only if facing death. Hiroshi Sparkle! Mystical spirit of the wolf! Mystical spirit of the wolf! Kamanukri! Shing! And anyway, what even makes you think we'll let you have any of our personal things? You haven't launched any radical paramilitary campaigns or done anything to help destroy the state. We can't let the dark forces win! Plus, you've never helped us destroy the school.
Does being warriors of the light really mean we have to destroy the school? It seems a little too hardcore to me.
But Riot Girl does it too! On page 31 in volume 453, she quotes one of Nagayuzu's detonators in the teacher's lounge when the dark forces kidnap Musushi Rainbow. Shibuya is cool! Miyorushi Sparkle!
Bitches got issues. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Bitches got issues. That guy looks like a dickhole.
Uh-huh. Garrett was already there. Lily watched how her slippery fellow student disappeared into the chapel. After him! Firecrackers. How did they ever get up there? Lily wasn't able to loosen the screw with her bare hands. She needed a different tool.
Use that air hammer.
This was certainly not the ideal tool to loosen, and as long as Lily didn't have a compelling reason.
Who do we have here then? Creepy Lily. How did it go with Mother Superior?
Leave her alone, Shawnee.
Only if she admits that all this trouble is her fault.
We're not getting any dessert?
That's right, Memphis. And we can't play outside anymore either. Is it asking too much to want to know why?
Stop picking on her. You don't really think that Lily, of all people, has done something wrong, do you? She's just not cool enough for that.
Exactly. She's such a good girl. She rakes, she cleans, she cooks. It's disgusting.
That is a good girl.
And dangerous because somehow it always ends in a disaster. Isn't that right, Lily? Ever since you came to the convent, it's been one strange accident after another.
I hardly dare get out of bed anymore.
But none of this is your fault, is it? After all, you only do what you're told. I'm sure you're even running an errand for Mother Superior right now. Let's see what you've got there.
Shawnee!
Aha! I knew it! A recipe from Mother Superior. Well, I think I'll hold on to it for now. Let's see how Mother Superior likes having to wait for her food. And this time, our sweet Lily can face the music all by herself. Let's go, guys. We're off.
You're impossible.
Mother Superior is gonna be pissed when she finds out these guys took the recipe for her pussy. Meow. Meow.
What's this? Where had Garrett gone? The chapel didn't have a second exit.
It's like a fucking ninja.
Lily spent a lot of time in the confession booth. Only she knew what she mumbled during those long hours. At least ever since the father who took her confessions had died of a heart attack. The carving showed a begging monk with conspicuously empty hands. But something was missing. Dignity, for example, but something else too.
Please stay off the slabs, okay? You're interfering with my research. Wait. No, nothing. I thought I detected a resonance echo in the floor. And where there's a resonance echo in a floor, the hollow space can't be far. A crypt. Or a hidden pool salon for Templars with outrageously hip hairstyles.
What?
Your question is completely justified. What would Templars be doing in a pool salon? It's just one of the countless mysteries surrounding the Templars. Where did they come from? Where did they go? Did they get a group discount ticket for their journey? And who was their hairstylist? There is just one answer to all these questions. The Great Church Conspiracy. And we can be certain that the evidence is buried beneath these stone slabs. If only I had the right tool to dig it up. Find it. Shh! You're destroying the holy illuminescence of the stone slabs. And if they lose their illuminescence, they certainly won't be in the mood to reveal their secret anymore. And there's no doubt that they have a secret. I know Templar symbols when I see them. Where there are Templars, a secret crypt with details on church conspiracies can't be far. If only I had the right tool to drill them out. Then, all I'd need to know is which slab to drill under to get my hands on the church conspiracy. If it's one that has a neck, because there are those with a neck and those without.
Lily was impressed. Everything Frank said made sense.
Shit don't make sense to me.
Shh for a second. Oh, great. If there's just been a landslide in the Templar's subterranean crypt, then now I've missed it. How the hell are you supposed to uncover church conspiracies if you keep getting interrupted? Just the constant stream of people going to confession is getting on my nerves.
This guy's been watching too much Da Vinci
Compared to
Code or
you,
something.
They're as quiet as church mice. I have no idea who they are. They creep into the confession booth and only come out when it gets too noisy for them. All that will be over with as soon as I have the right tool for my excavation anyway. Sorry, Lily, but I'm just not interested in small talk. All I care about are church conspiracies. There's a lot to talk about there, but unfortunately, most of it's secret. And without the right tool, I won't be able to uncover the secret. So either you go and get me the tool I need, or you just leave. That would be fine with me too. Shh! You're destroying the... And if they lose, and there's no... I know Templar symbols where there are Templar. If only then to get my... If it's one that... Because they're...
Lily was...
I got something you can drill with.
Ah, very good. That's exactly what I need. Now, if I only knew where to drill. But such knowledge was probably lost long ago. No one is old enough to still remember the age of the Templars. Otherwise, I'm sure I'd have long since had that church conspiracy by the scruff of its neck. Oh well, I'll just start.
Damn! How am I supposed to work with all this noise? Hey! Frank! Frank! Ah, what the hell?
The cross wobbled back and forth like it was dancing. Lily briefly considered whether she should point it out to Frank, but he was busy drilling through some kind of anchoring.
Dancing Jesus, I got a dancing Jesus.
I'd like to be able to say that Lily had a plan, that she was thinking about luring Garrett into the confession booth and locking it shut with a bar. But Lily was just thinking about noise. I'd like to be able to say that she was thinking, but Lily... A surveillance room. That was the hard evidence that Garrett was spying for Mother Superior.
Interesting. Garrett is in fact a spy.
At first glance, the board didn't look very exciting, but Lily was used to making do while other children unwrapped their presents at Christmas. She could find happiness in a pine needle dropped from a Christmas tree.
All right, we got a board.
Making progress? Cool. So you've been working on your imitating animal voices number. You can tell me about it later, okay? First, we have to get rid of Garrett. I'm sure he's spying for Mother Superior. Cool. So you've been working... You can tell... First, we have to get... Before you say anything, I thought of something else. I think Garrett has a secret hiding place in the chapel. Yeah, a kind of listening station in the confession booth. This should prove once and for all that he's spying for Mother Superior. The question is whether we can somehow use this knowledge against him.
Lily actually had an idea. She would lock Garrett in his secret room. She could hardly wait to tell her best friend all about it.
Wait, I know. What if we locked Garrett in his secret surveillance room? Just pretend you want to give confession, and when he's in his hiding place, wham! Our trap will snap shut on him. Oh, don't be sad, Lily. I'm sure you'll come up with a good idea next time. But for now, let's get to work. It was my plan, so now you have to set it in motion. Wait a minute. What's that? Do you hear those noises too? I think someone's drilling inside the chapel. It's perhaps Probably just Frank looking for evidence of a church conspiracy again. Dang! That could ruin our plans. If Garrett can't listen in on you, we won't be able to lock him in his hiding place. You have to think of something to get rid of Frank. Did you happen to find the plans for my time machine? They weren't finished yet anyway. How big is the microwave oven in the school cafeteria? Forget it. That won't work. And all my other ideas are a little complicated. We don't have time for them. I guess the easiest thing to do would be to help him with his search. Once Frank has found what he's looking for, he'll hopefully stop drilling. Not so loud. Dr. Marcel's ears are everywhere. If you listen closely, you can even hear the wind blowing in his ear hairs. That guy is no joke. But you know the rumors, so watch out for him. He is evil. Evil.
It was hopeless. Edna's balloon was hanging out of reach. Lily had always liked the large painting in the main hall. It showed a dining table after a big meal, with a man in the center who had found the last cookie. Lily giggled at the thought that he would eat it all by himself, no matter how much the others begged. The school clock was out of reach. The gargoyle seemed to worry about its companion, but it also didn't lift a finger to stop it from falling. Typical. The gargoyle had lost its balance long ago. Only a thin rope was stopping it from falling. Why didn't it just give up?
Lily! Nice to see you. I hope Shawnee didn't upset you too much. He's an idiot. I think you're great, just as you are.
Lily's heart skipped a beat. This might have been the nicest thing anyone ever said to her.
Oh, a visitor. What a rare animal. The hawk. But I don't mean the remake. I mean the original with extra ketchup, please. How rude of me. I forgot to tell you how it used to be. When the pyramids were built, I was the chief flogger on the north side. Yes, in my life I've unified Tibet, I said. Back then I served as a carpet beater under 3 different Dalai Lamas. For one of them, I was even there as a rebirth assistant in the maternity ward. It was very different from the year I was an interior decorator for the Mayas. Build a mythical sliding puzzle here, hide a few artifacts in dark alcoves over there. Oh yes, I was building secret crypts when you were still in the indie band Inquisition Overload. But it flopped, unfortunately. The time wasn't right for that kind of music. Plus, our drummer had the plague. I got old. So old that all I'm good for now is as an exhibition piece for history class.
Guy's got fucking issues.
I'll get to that in a moment. First, I wanted to tell you Telling stories takes a lot of skill. That's why I worked for a while as an exhibition piece for history class in a convent school. I just had to tell stories about my adventures once a week. For example, how I used to excavate secret crypts with the Templars below the school chapel. Or about my time as a lighting assistant for the moon landing. What? I must have dropped off for a moment. But I was just going to tell you an exciting story from my past. Was it the story of how I tried to navigate to Cape Town and ended up discovering the Eurasian continent? Oh, I know. I wanted to tell you how I helped the Templar Knights build the convent chapel, right? I was particularly happy because I had eaten a banana. Or was I sad because all there was to eat was coconuts again? No, the coconuts were when the Trojan mayor gave me the key to the city for my heroic valor. Or was my heroic valor while building dikes in Atlantis? But I think I had an apple that day. Wasn't I a little more sleepy in Atlantis? And angry while building the chapel? Oh, what poppycock. I'm getting everything mixed up. Fortunately, I created a memory aid just for this anecdote, so that I'd remember the location of the secret crypts below the convent chapel. Uh-oh, someone tidied up the shelf. That's where the objects for my 3 E's should be. Emotion, engagement, and eating. Now I can't make a fool of myself. Now let's...
I think it's kind of late for that.
I know exactly what you're looking for. An instructive story about my time with the Templar Knights. Unfortunately, my memory aid is still if I only... But right now, all 4. As everyone knows, each different food creates exactly 1 emotion and promotes 1 characteristic. For example, I was never sad if I'd packed a few apples, because they always helped me be very strong. I could only do heroic deeds on days when I wasn't sad. On the other hand, if I was angry, I could never show great strength. Coconuts were always good at preventing sleepiness. On this one specific day when I was helping the Templars, I was neither happy about an apple nor angry about a banana. But I also wasn't sad about a banana or happy about a coconut.
Someone had trapped the guinea pig in a glass. The animal took it in stride. It didn't even try breaking out.
A guinea pig in glass.
Someone had trapped the animal. It didn't even...
Interesting, to say the least. Alright, so we need to find and get the 3 E's.
Lily had asked for a musket last Christmas. Instead, she'd been given a muskrat nibbling on gingerbread. It was the old man's memory aid. If Lily wanted him to help her, she had to find the right objects. An emotion, an engagement, and something to eat.
First, fill in the grid using the first 3 hints. As everyone knows, every kind of food generates exactly one emotion and helps to develop one characteristic trait. For example, with apples packed, I've never been sad because they've only provided me with great strength. I was only able to accomplish heroic deeds on days when I wasn't sad. When I seethed with anger, however, I was never able to show great strength. And hint 3, coconuts have always been reliable in keeping me from
Coconuts
drowsiness.
were always good at preventing sleepiness. Hmm? As everyone knows, for example, on this one specific day when I was helping the Templars, but I also wasn't sad about a banana or happy about a coconut.
Okay, how the fuck do I get out of this screen? Alright, well anyways, we'll go find the 3 E's here once we get back in the next video. Thanks for watching.